Thank you. I'm really happy to be here for you, Seth. You know, I've worked in the business for a long time, and I've had the good fortune of working with hundreds of immensely talented people. But I have the opportunity now to say that I can unequivocally state that Seth MacFarlane is one of the most prolific, multi-talented, creative individuals that I've ever had the chance to work with. He is a writer, a director, a producer, actor, showrunner, animator, musician, and a damn good singer. And you know, and above all, in addition, he's an active philanthropist and advocate for everything from science and human rights to supporting National Public Radio, cancer research at MD Anderson in Houston and USC. And Seth's contributions to television are extraordinary, and he's just getting started in many ways. He thinks outside the box. He uses biting satire and irreverence. He both lampoons and kind of glorifies our often hilarious human condition through his storytelling. He's done it really well. It's earned him 18 Emmy nominations and counting thus far. At the age of 24, Seth became the youngest showrunner in television history. I think he probably had just graduated from RISD, and he started being a showrunner immediately when he created Family Guy, which just celebrated its 20th anniversary on Fox. And like Stewie in Family Guy, the infant genius filled with impotent rage and far too many show tunes, Seth, like Stewie, is a prodigy. Okay, with Family Guy, he's tied the record for most voiceover Emmy wins, winning 4. But the thing about Seth is once he accomplishes something, he moves on to something else. He almost has to. It was only a matter of time before he began working in film as well. In 2012, he produced, directed, and voiced Ted, which at that time was the highest grossing R-rated comedy movie ever made. And he was also nominated for an Oscar for composing the song to Ted, yet another talent in his arsenal. And beyond composing for Ted, Seth has released 5 albums, multiple Grammy nominations. He's performed with the world's best symphonies, including the Boston Orchestra, Chicago, the London Philharmonic, and he'd done that. Then he turned to the universe, and he created Cosmos, a space-time odyssey, a limited series, 13 Emmy nominations, 4 Emmy wins, seen by 135 million viewers worldwide. His first live-action series, called The Orville, set 400 years in the future, debuted on Fox in 2017 and will air its upcoming 3rd season on Hulu. It's a unique achievement, and I think it's probably the only show in recent memory to successfully synthesize comedy and science fiction. This Emmy-nominated show's 2nd season has an unheard-of rating of 100% on Rotten Tomatoes. Pretty good. Outside of his comfort zones of comedy and science fiction, he also loves kind of going against the grain. So he recently starred with Russell Crowe in Showtime's The Loudest Voice, a Golden Globe-nominated drama about Roger Ailes. We all saw that just recently. Seth and I worked together for the first time in 2013 when I was directing the 85th Oscars, and Seth was set to host. And I was so eager to work with him. Why? He was unique, original, politically incorrect, and a risk taker, all wrapped up in like a Frank Sinatra song. You know, and he's always loved to challenge himself. He's always looking to create something new. And most importantly, he's not afraid of failure, like so many of us are in this business. We're terrified of it. He welcomes it. I got to tell you, Seth, it's really my honor to stand here and induct you into the Television Academy Hall of Fame. Give it up for Seth MacFarlane.
This is so much more formal than I thought it was going to be. I literally, in my mind, I was coming over here, I'm not joking, I was picturing like walking into a Marriott with like a bunch of tables. It's not that at all. So I didn't give the teleprompter my speech, so we're just going to see how this, we're going to wing it. I'm not afraid of failure, as Don said. I'm going to keep this short. First off, I want to say thank you. This is easily the second best thing that has happened to me this month. Anytime I get to come out to North Hollywood, it is a treat. And I got ripped off buying my first car here. It is truly an honor to be recognized by the Television Hall of Fame alongside so many TV legends and Les Moonves. Don't look at me, man. You put him there. I want to thank my parents for being totally supportive and yet screwing me up just enough to work in comedy. This is a lot more than I ever could have predicted back when I was just a kid in Connecticut with a head full of dreams and a lung full of his dad's secondhand pot smoke, which probably had something to do with the head full of dreams. I'm receiving this at a time when I've passed another career milestone. Walt Disney's Family Guy has been on. Hey, Bob, I'm towing the fucking company line. Has been on television for 2 decades. I don't know how, but not only does it keep surviving, it has single-handedly kept Spencer's Gifts in business. We were pioneers in that industry, I suppose. Guys in Stewie shirts crawled, so guys in Rick and Morty shirts could run. Which is not bad for a show that's been canceled 3 times. It's a complicated issue because when Family Guy was canceled, I created American Dad, and then Family Guy was brought back, and I suddenly realized I had done the same show twice, and it was too late to do anything about it. And here we are over 600 episodes later, and still no one seems to care. And that's the power of television. My career began in comedy, and to me, as to many writers, comedy is all about the analysis of imperfection. And here in a Twitter-ruled society where there is less and less tolerance for imperfection, one hopes that comedy still has a long future. I like to think it does. Ralph Cramden, Fred Flintstone, Archie Bunker, Henry Higgins, these were all characters that fascinated me because they were deeply, deeply imperfect. And as a result, never boring. I tried hard to continue that tradition, from Peter Griffin to Stan Smith to Ted to the crew of the Orville. These are all imperfect people doing imperfect things, but they're all constantly trying to do better. And that's really my only motive as I go from project to project. I'm just trying to do better than I did last time. It really doesn't go too much deeper than that. But television has been an undeniably huge part of my life, and my induction into the Hall of Fame means a lot. So don't take it the wrong way. I didn't bring cash, so I'm going to have to tip the valet with that. But as happy as I am to receive this, I am only getting it because of the hard work of many, 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 many different people. In my view, there are 2 ways to run a show. You can be Hitler or you can be FDR. You can do everything yourself and burn out, which I've been known to do in the past. Or, the older I got, I figured this one out, you can do as much as you're able, but surround yourself with talented people who are smarter than you are and who blow your mind with their creative abilities, and to recognize that every one of them can do their job better than you can do their job. And if you let them do their jobs, they will make you look great and you'll receive awards like this. So I thank everyone who has contributed their talents to all the shows and films with my name on them, and I do hope that I've made it worth your while. Thank you.